special announcement for our dog-loving viewers. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest.
Let's do it. Thank you very much. Please be seated, relax. It is Thursday, November 1st. We're almost to the holidays. We made it through Halloween.
Oh, did we? Oh. And if I have to hear about your eye makeup and your eyes one more time.
Listen, I have a whole new appreciation for wearing makeup and taking off makeup. Yesterday, I had, I put, what was it called? Makeup remover? Is that what you call it? Yes. Makeup remover around my eyes, and it made my eyes so cloudy.
At 5 a.m., he texted me and said, I still can't see. I said, get over it. Being a woman is hard.
Oh, I thought the clock said 8. We went out to see the parade last night.
Oh, downtown. Did you really? It's fun, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. The idea we had was, well, hey, we live downtown, and the parade is downtown, and I'd never been here in New York City on Halloween.
Oh, my gosh. Well, this was a very special Halloween, right? I mean, anybody here from the New York area or in New York City? Yeah. So typically, this was a very mild Halloween. Usually, it's
really?
like Harry Potter weather out there. It was gorgeous.
Temperature-wise. Yeah.
Oh, usually you are bundled up. It's. What are you supposed to be, Burlington Coat Factory? You know, you'll see a winter coat and a claw sticking out.
A skier?
Yeah.
Well, no, it was so mild that we decided to put on very simple costumes and go out to, not to be in the parade, but to just see the parade for a few minutes between 7 and 8 and then get back home and tuck ourselves in. So Shane and I put on our costumes. Mine was a kangaroo hat and a pair of glasses because I couldn't see. And we wanted to be onlookers, and so I said, hey, Shayna, here, grab a picture of us as spectators looking at the parade.
Did you have a special area?
No. What I didn't realize was that we were at the starting line and then accidentally ended up in the parade.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can't, it's a stream. You can't get out.
It's salmon. Once you're there, that's where you are. You don't get out.
Until you're in Midtown.
Right.
And so I said, Shayna, we shouldn't stay. We aren't paraders, so we need to get out of the parade. And it's all barricaded off.
Everybody's a parader downtown on Halloween.
But they wanted to actually walk the whole walk, whatever. I don't know how far it goes.
Well, it's like a half a mile. Don't panic.
Well, I didn't know if we could get out, and so I said, look, there's a passing. Let's go up there and try and get out of the parade. And I walked up to the guy and I said, sir, thank you. We need to just get out. We live here. And Shayna's like, we don't live there. I'm like, don't say we don't live there right now.
Don't be honest.
Wait, you being honest right now is not the time for honesty. I said they're going to ask for our ID, you know, and we'll
just say we're in costume.
Yeah, we don't have it.
Right.
So we did somehow make it out and got home in time, but it was quite a
In time for what? Bedtime at 7 p.m.?
Lighting the incense at 8:15. And the sage, one of the great moments.
This is how warm it was. I had trick-or-treaters until 10 o'clock at night. Now.
But you ask for it. You sit here and you say adults, kids, I will have things.
Well, with characteristic New Yorker-ness, we were mugged several times for our candy because I told you nobody says trick or treat or thank you or please except the little kids. The little kids, their parents are there and they say they force them. What do you say? What do you say? Right. And then the teenagers come. You know, the teenagers come out.
This is the second wave?
Yeah. And they come, and then when they realize you give out the full-size candy bars, they tell their friends, and what they all do is switch masks 87 times, and they just keep coming back. But what was really funny was, so Mark left yesterday. He was in town for his dad's 80th birthday, and so everybody left yesterday. But right before he left, we were both home, and I was home, and I was waiting for him to get home, and I hear blood-curdling screams in front of my front door, and I was stopped in my tracks. I was shook F, as the kids say. And I run to the front door because I don't know what's going on, and it's a bunch of teenage girls dressed like Riverdale characters, and Mark just happened to be walking up as they were coming to say bing bong trick or treat, and there is Hiram Lodge, and they are just screaming like, oh my gosh! So I had to take their pictures. They forgot their candy.
I mean, it is.
Then they came back and they said, we forgot to say trick or treat. I said, I know.
These days, it's either Justin Bieber or Mark Consuelos. I mean, that's
right?
the same level decibel scream.
That's his
And I'm sure
demo.
Mark hated the attention.
He hated every second of it. He hated every
the
second.
fans screaming. You mean me? Want a picture?
He's like us, where they walk away. Yeah, I have to go now. I've got some trick-or-treating today.
What did you end up giving out?
I get a variety. I have the Reese's peanut butter cups. I have the Hershey's bars. I have Snickers. I have Kit Kat. I have
this
Twix.
advertisement is why people come till 10 o'clock.
No, I take it very seriously because I think I told you, we used to, we lived in a neighborhood where a group of us kids would like walk 3 miles to get Mary Jane, And nothing wrong with Mary Jane.
Candy.
They're delicious.
Candy.
Yeah, the candy. The one that pulls your fillings up. You know what I mean?
Just for those reading the closed captioning, I want to be clear.
They know what I'm talking about. It's like the peanut butter and the taffy nougat, whatever it is.
That must have been regional.
I guess, maybe. But the point is, you would walk, I just said 3 miles. Now I'm going to say 16 miles. You would walk 16 miles for that. So I made it my mission in life. I said, if I ever, make it in show business, I'm going to have full-size candy. So that's like my thing every year.
Well, you have made it.
Because I feel like the kids earn it. And especially...
Especially what?
And especially the little kids, because they actually say trick or treat and thank you. Teenagers.
I saw I don't know where the space station also celebrated in costumes too.
So
we weren't the only ones dressed up yesterday.
I mean, in a galaxy far, far away.
Darth Vader, Elvis, and a mad scientist.
Very cool.
250 miles above Earth. Halloween in space.
So cool. That would be cool, wouldn't it? To spend Halloween in space? I just want to know that I could get up and get down without...
Well, that's the thing. It's all that and the training.
And the training.
Like, just to be there would be great if we could...
Yeah. Like
yesterday.
Like yesterday. Speaking of yesterday.
Tell me. We have some footage?
That was such a weird extended applause for no reason. It's almost like you guys were like...
Checked their phones, came back.
We do, part of the reason we do the Halloween show is so that we can show it to you for the rest of the year. I'm not kidding. We have a videotape, or whatever it's called, a clip, a thing, a gigabyte. I still call it a videotape. It's not, apparently the show's no longer on videotape. But it's a behind-the-scenes look at the making of our Halloween show. Don't you want to see that?
Here's the videotape.
You can't tell who I am, can you?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Come on, girls. Do you believe in love?
Feels good, very secure.
Nothing to say about it.
All the
set changes, all the costume changes, there's 60 costume changes. It gets pretty wild. Check it out.
We're following you. We're going into a private area to fix myself up. Oh, that's so cute.
We're changing.
Charlie's Angels. See the difference? That's how you know what I am.
Is this really happening?
2 minutes back, Kelly. Less than 2 minutes. I'm still producing.
Ah, this is tight.
By the way, audience, you guys look great.
Give away $10,000. Hello.
You can watch clips from the show on our website, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And by the way, you saw the face of Alyssa Shapiro in there, who is head honcho and producing that and does such a
Yeah,
good job
she
with the
does.
team.
You got us sleepless night.
Well, I see Alyssa throughout the year. Like,
Yeah.
I'll see her before Thanksgiving and think, we're starting the Halloween show?
Already?
Already?
Yeah,
Again?
we get so traumatized just by, I'm sure she gets traumatized seeing us as well, but we get traumatized seeing her because she'll appear, you know, like you said, in the middle of Thanksgiving, and we say, what are you doing here? Halloween isn't until next year. And she's like, oh, I've got some big ideas I want to run by you, because it takes a full year to put that together.
And she said, I hope you guys know I do other things throughout the year. I said, we know, but we forget.
I don't really think she does, though. I think it's pretty much Halloween. Pretty much Halloween. Listen, if you have a lot of leftover candy, anybody here have a lot of leftover candy? And if you don't work for a TV studio, because, you know, if you do work for a TV studio, you just bring it in here and then we eat it for the rest of 6 months. But if there are ways to reuse all of your leftover candy, let me see. I'm going to put this on because I can't see.
It's the makeup room.
Yeah, I don't have, of course, the list is in here, but you can donate your candy, of course. You can donate your candy to our troops overseas, by the way. A lot of people don't know that. That's a really great way to not only provide you know, a nice treat for our troops who have sacrificed so much for us, but to also just say, hey, we're thinking of you, and, you know, a little something.
Yeah.
You can also make fudge with your leftover candy.
Yeah. Oh, that's not, so like a chunky fudge, right?
A chunky fudge. You can make blondies and brownies. You can make homemade ice cream with your candy.
I like the ice cream idea.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the yogurt topping.
Yes.
Right? You could do the frozen yogurt with your candy as well.
You can also make a grown-ups only infusion where you just inject liquor into your candy.
Really? How do you do that?
I don't know.
It's like a syringe of alcohol?
You can also, you can also shake it into martinis. You can make chocolate martinis. You can make candy martinis.
Oh, it's going to be a good weekend.
Yeah. You can also use it to make fondue. I know you're a big fondue fan.
We like the fondue.
You're a fonduer.
We are Swiss, they tell me.
Yeah. Anyway, that's just some of the ways.
You know, we used to take the candy to school the next day, and we would take the candy we didn't want and trade it for the stuff. That was it was a big trading market.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
You know, we're doing this slogan search, and we appreciate all the participation. And I just
are we still doing that?
Oh, yeah. We have not announced the winner of our slogan search, but
okay.
Today is the deadline.
Today's the deadline.
We did get this. This came with an email, but I don't see it. We did get this from one of our viewers, Live with Kelly and Ryan. Nebraska were not for everyone, because this is what started the whole thing.
I love that. It's my favorite slogan, and I've never wanted to go to Nebraska more than I do now. Now that I know it's not for everyone, now I know it's for me.
I think you'll appreciate the creativity from, for example, Lynn Nash in Woodstock, Georgia. She submitted an entry for the slogan contest, and she says, Live with Kelly and Ryan. No budget for an ad agency.
Incredibly factual.
Yeah. Carrie in Babylon, New York. Live with Kelly and Ryan. You're probably like one of us.
Not necessarily. Oh, you know what? That's a better way. You'll probably like one of us, parentheses, not necessarily.
Dennis Newman, Jessup, Maryland. Live with Kelly and Ryan. It could be worse.
You know what? Put that in the finalist pile.
Gelman?
Yeah, Gelman.
Phil Orlando.
Put it in the finalist pile.
Chesterfield, New Jersey. Live with Kelly and Ryan. Who cares?
That's Kelly. That's your line, Kelly.
Who cares?
You branded that.
No, that is not. Okay, Alyssa Shapiro, husband Billy Hessler, coined the phrase, who cares? Who cares? Because it's a long story, but Alyssa was upset about something, and Billy said, what did I say to you? What did I say? And she goes, I don't know. What did you say? I said, who cares?
Who cares? Well, it could stick.
That is a great slogan for everything. Who cares?
Can I tell you, my favorite, though, so far, Chad Shields, Maplewood, Ohio. Live with Kelly and Ryan. When watching paint dry is too exciting. Does that hurt?
That's actually great. Put that in the finalist
there you
pile.
Go. All right, so
I like those a lot.
Is today the last day you can submit?
Today's
the last day you can submit to enter. Go to KellyandRyan.com or visit Live's Facebook page. We love your creativity. We'll announce the winner for our trip. Big trip.
I still like mine. Ryan and Kelly, when you just simply can't reach the remote control.
Put it in the finalist batch.
Right?
All right?
Can't do it. No. When you can't get up.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Diane Lane is here, ladies and gentlemen. She's coming out in just a minute.
I want to tell you all something. I came into work this morning. Diane Lane was here, backstage. Not a stitch of makeup on. This woman is so gorgeous that I started punching myself in the face. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. It is unreal. I turned to her. She had a makeup and hair person backstage, and I go, well, you must love your job. And he goes, I really do.
Sam Hewen comes up to me before. True story. True story. 2 days ago, the Dog Pound, the gym, where I work out on a daily basis. Sam Hewen walks up to me, says, I'm going to be on your show. I said, I can't wait. He walked away. I punched myself in the face. Same thing. UFC champion Daniel Cormier is here as well. Well, I don't want to be punched by him.
Wait, I got another slogan. Live with Regis and Kelly. Live with Regis and Kelly. Ryan and Kelly. That's an old slogan.
They've had that one before.
Well, it's the year of the reboot, so shut up. When you're tired of punching yourself in the face.
Yes, it's good. People will say to me, hey, listen, I watch you on Regis and Kelly every day. It's time for Fantastic Travel Trivia. Tracy Green from Everett, Washington right there, burning it up. Nice to see you, Tracy.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Trace. Hi.
Thanks for coming. We've got Tiff Warner from Murray, Utah, who watches us on Fox 13 on the line. Good morning, Tiff.
Good morning.
Ryan and Kelly.
Hi.
Yeah, I know. I occasionally change the name of the show.
We respond to anything. So, Tiff, you have sent us two statements. One's fact, one's fiction. We're going to try and figure out which is true. The first one she gave us, Kel, is I manage an upscale nightclub in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
All right.
She's got a nightclub.
I think she does have a nightclub vibe.
Or I'm a phys ed teacher.
Oh, Oh my gosh, the audience reacting like never before.
Is that belief or disbelief?
I mean, she looks fit, although I can't really see much of her.
Yeah. Now, see, I start thinking that there's trickery. So she looks like she might be in a nightclub with the vibe, but that's just to trick us.
What grade are you a phys ed teacher?
All kindergarten through 6th grade.
K through 6.
It's very fast. A quick answer.
What's the most popular gym activity?
Dodgeball.
Of course. I think she's probably a phys ed teacher.
So we're going to go with a phys ed teacher.
Yeah.
I knew it. You're right.
Nice. All right. No mug for you. Something's wrong. We're celebrating your
How about
loss.
this? Live with Ryan and Kathy Lee. No mug for you.
Maybe a trip.
Put it in there.
Okay, here we go.
No mug for you. Hey, Tiff, you still have a chance to win
Let's
a great
spin the
trip.
wheel.
I should go back to drinking. I am totally not as sharp when I'm not drinking.
This is a good prize, though. Good prize, Tiff.
The Veranda Resort and Spa in Antigua. 7 days, 6 nights, all inclusive. This trip is provided in part by Priceline. It's a prize valued at $7,400. You have 20 seconds and only one guest, Tiff. Good luck.
So, Tiff, on yesterday's show, who did we say replaced Mark as Mateo in our All My Children reboot?
I don't know.
Did you see it? Did you see it yesterday?
Yesterday, I had to help all the kids in their costumes at the school.
Likely story. Take a guess or Google it. Google it.
You've got 5 seconds. You want to guess?
No idea.
Well, the answer is Andy Cohen stepped in as Mateo. That's all right, though. Sorry.
The audience is sad. No mug and no trip.
But there's a chance for something.
But there is something.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about this part.
Yes.
Sorry. Listen, Tiff, this is great news. You and a lucky member of our studio audience will each receive a $500 gift card from World Market.
Awesome.
So please pick a number between 1 and 218.
12.
Number 12. I like the celebration.
That was wild.
Tiff, thank you so much for watching us. You take care, all right?
All right, thanks.
We'll be right back with Diane Lane.
Still ahead on Live, Outlander star Sam Hewitt, UFC champion Daniel Cormier.
Sarah Jessica Parker is going to be here.
And Rosamund Pike is also here.
Plus, we get a lesson in running 101 for the marathon coming up over the weekend.
I saw a bunch of marathoners last night. I guess there was a pre-race race in the park last night, and they all had on glow-in-the-dark necklaces. It was really cool.
Celebrating before the big event.
She plays a snarky political power broker in the final season of House of Cards. Please welcome the truly dazzling, first thing in the morning, I'm not kidding, Diane Lane.
Chair.
I have never seen anything like a person like you arriving here, no makeup on.
She's building me up. I love you.
No, my makeup artist looked at me with complete betrayal, like, thanks a lot.
We were under these fluorescent lights, and I said, this is you'll never work again in this town lighting. I mean, that's what I call it. If you can say that at 7 a.m., then you're in.
Welcome back to New York City.
Thank you, my hometown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's true. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
That's really true.
Especially in public school.
When you come back, what memories strike you the most when you spend time here?
I miss my grade school years here. I miss just running around the city and skateboarding as a mode of transportation before it was
dangerous.
Tricks and well, back then your bones bend still. And
yeah, right. Yeah, right. Of course,
you wouldn't get me on wheels.
You know, I don't think. I have a friend that calls me anytime Unfaithful is on any channel, and he'll call me and say, "This is what he says."
I have her number.
She's on channel 514, and then
is it a guy or a girl?
It's a guy, and he means you, and then but he knows that I, of course, love Olivier Martinez, and then we just sit there watching. It's like group activity watching you both because. You're so hot together. But you're so hot with all of your leading men.
I think that there's a thing, I make jokes about it, but I call it the cinema gods, and they mess with us. And the first thing that happens, usually, is the love scene.
On a movie set?
Yeah.
Really? Before we get to know each other?
Well, yeah, because you're so insecure and you're so learning curve, and you want to slip the first day of work somewhere in the middle of the movie so that nobody can tell that you're getting your feet wet, you know,
right?
So to speak, and
right.
Just to start out with the love scenes in the first week is.
Well, we have to rewatch the movies again, knowing that.
No, it's whatever it is. It's working because I actually believe that you have a romantic relationship with every leading man you've ever starred with, and I know it's
There's a word for that, and I'm gonna.
Hey, we'll be right back with Diane Lane. Stay with us, Fred.
Still ahead on Live, Outlander star Sam Hewitt and UFC champ.
Well, you got the goods. Got the goods on somebody.
I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
This is tomorrow. It's all coming. But tell us about the character you're playing.
Are you an antagonist? Would you say?
Greg Kinnear and I play siblings. I'm a Greg Kinnear fan.
Yes.
And so when we were asked to participate in the final season, I was just elated. And so the thing that was a big learning curve for me about television is that you only get to know a certain amount in advance. So I didn't get to know exactly where we were headed, but I had some information because you have to have some adjectives to know what you're doing.
Right.
And in hindsight, because I can't give any spoilers, you know, they sort of represent a type of wealthy family that has their strings on government, and they have an agenda, and they want certain judges in place to get certain things ratified, to get, you know.
They're running the show.
Yeah, sort of.
Right?
That's going on. So the great thing about this show is that it holds up a mirror to how our government works. And some countries and some people have actually educated themselves about how our government works, which I think is really very cynical and frightening, but it's good and cautionary. And in this political climate now, with the vote coming up and everybody's so contentious, you know, this show had a challenge to outdo the news in a way.
Yeah.
Because the world has become so political and so surreal and larger than life.
And
polarized.
Yeah.
And so the writers did an amazing job.
You say last season, but here you come here, Greg comes. Does that mean that there's a setup for a spin-off of the series in some way?
Potentially.
I'm not going to touch that.
But would you be interested?
Okay.
I can't answer that.
I like that look, though.
I like that answer. I like that non-answer.
I mean, it's a huge compliment and a throwdown. I don't know if I can.
Oh no, it's what America
It's like
needs.
dropping a handkerchief. That's
well, listen,
challenging.
Not just House of Cards. The 6th and final season premieres tomorrow night on Netflix, but also you're doing the Romanovs, which also
my episode is the same day.
Drops the same day. So it's going to be an all Diane Lane night for us this weekend.
More than just Channel 514. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Sam Hewitt, right after this. Stay with us. Netflix.
Tomorrow on Live, Sarah Jessica Parker. And from the new film, A Private War, Rosamund Pike.
With more reporters and more community.
You're here.
time. I know. I'm sorry about that. It was my loss for sure.
I didn't recognize you in the gym because your hair.
Brunette now.
That's right. Yeah, I saw you in the gym a couple of days ago.
Can you believe it? We work out in the same place.
Oh, come on.
No. I'm waiting for the results.
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm looking at you, and you are one of these smoking hot actors, and we just had a smoking hot actor in the form of Diane Lane.
Yes.
The two of you would be very hot together.
She looks great, doesn't she?
Yes.
I would love to work with Diane.
Are you casting a film?
I'm casting a film right now.
We just need a story.
Yeah.
Is she still here, Diane?
I'm sure she's got to be back now.
But you could also, I mean, for me, you could have been James Bond. Have you
You say the best things. You say the best things.
Have you ever thought about that?
Have I thought about it? Yeah, no, I have a few times, but I actually I did audition for Bond a long time ago when they were redoing it with Daniel Craig when he was Bond 21. They were going to go younger with him, and it was a pretty cool experience.
Wow.
And it's about time we had a Scottish Bond.
Well, maybe they will revisit it. I mean, we like to speak things into existence here, so we're just going to put it out
we're
there.
sending it out.
See a role for Diane Lane in that movie. There you go.
Be the Bond girl.
We got the stories.
It's covered. We got it. Listen. Like Ryan, you also work out at that gym where he trains. You're a big guy. You're a tough guy. Is there anything that scares you?
To be totally honest, Daniel Cormier, I just met him.
Oh, yeah.
He may be small, I'm taller than him, but I shook his hand. And, he's a scary guy.
Those guys know how to, doesn't matter the size or strength of the opponent, they can take you down. And
I think I could run away from him pretty fast. I think I'm a faster runner.
We're going to be doing that in a little bit. We'll come back in just a second with Sam Heughan.
Enter Fantastic Web Trivia, and you could win a kitchen appliance package from Cuisinart, valued at approximately $1,200. Log on to our website or go to our Facebook page to enter today.
Wants to time travel? I mean, your character. I don't mean you.
Me personally? Yeah. I mean, I'm always trying to do that. But,
I'm always trying to find that machine.
It's not working. But, no, I mean, I think it's a common knowledge that Jamie can't time travel, but maybe other characters this season do.
But if you could time travel in real life with the DeLorean, which way would you go, backwards or forward?
It would be absolutely in a DeLorean. I think I'll definitely go forward in time. I want to see the future. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I want to go see dinosaurs.
Oh, you would go back?
Yeah.
1,000%.
I was a fat kid. I would not go back.
No, but during the dinosaur times, you weren't.
But I'd have to pass me as a chubby.
Yeah, so you have to pick yourself up on the way.
From the window. Yeah. You know? So fans who, by the way, I mean, it's like being at a rock concert.
It really is.
You walk out. Fans are worried, Sam. They're worried that you've got a lot going on, a lot on your plate. You've got a film career. They're worried that at some point, and maybe even in the near future, you might not stay in this role. What do you tell those fans?
Oh, that's. I mean, I love this role, and I'm very lucky to be part of the Outlander family. And no, absolutely, we've got another 2 seasons to shoot. We're going back next year to start shooting. So, yeah, we're very happy.
Calm down.
Checking for you.
You're gonna make it. They just took their first breath. They went, oh, okay. 2 more seasons. I can make it.
It's like when you walked out, it was like being at a New Kids on the Block concert.
It really was.
I don't know what you feed these guys in the morning, but there's so much energy. It's amazing.
Trust me, nothing.
Outlander Season 4 premieres Sunday, 8 p.m. on Stars. Sam, great to see you, man.
It's always great to have you here. Hey, coming up next, UFC champion Daniel Cormier is here. Stick around.
Check out all your favorite Halloween moments and clips.
There's a mat.
Let me hold you.
I have my heels on and I'm standing on a mat. Okay, he's the reigning UFC light heavyweight and heavyweight champion. Please welcome one of the greatest fighters of all time, Daniel Cormier.
I'm back. Let's see if I can get this right this time.
Wear one?
Let's see if we can get this right this time.
I can wear one if you want.
Yes, that would be great.
I'll wear one. I'll put one
That
over
would be
here.
great.
Titles right there.
You want them both?
You know, they saying that that 80s fashion is back. So this is like shoulder pads.
I mean, you look great.
You look great.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Now, don't hurt my co-star because he wants to know. He was saying backstage he didn't think you looked that tough, and then I was like,
he's so handsome. He's a nice guy.
This is the second time Ryan's tried to intimidate me.
I talk a big game. Okay? But this fight is coming up on Saturday. So what are the days and hours leading up to like?
Well, you know, I've been doing a lot of media. I've been doing a ton of media. Yeah. Monday was like 12 hours. Tuesday was like 8 hours. And I've just been doing a lot of media. But tomorrow are the weigh-ins. And then Saturday, I just rest all day. I go fight at the Garden, and hopefully I can defend my heavyweight championship.
Do you think your opponent is paying attention to the media stuff, and he's in there training and
Ryan's getting undressed and ready. Look at him.
Don't let that intimidate you, Daniel.
How about my fighting pants?
They look like mine.
You want to show Ryan some of the moves you will use on your opponent to win, and try not to. Yes, I put that directly in the trunk of my car. Would you like to show him what you will do to your opponent?
Yes.
But remember, we need him here tomorrow.
Yes, we need him tomorrow. All right. Now, my opponent's a very big guy, so I need to take him down. I'm a wrestler. So how I set up my takedowns is with my strikes. I'm going to throw punches at his head. When I go to punch you, Ryan, your hands go up. Exactly.
Yeah, then you're going to come
when
up.
your hands go up, I just change my level. I grab the leg here. As I grab your leg, Ryan, I'm going to circle to my left, and you just fall backwards. There, and Ryan's down. And once he's down, now I've got to try to find a way to land damaging strikes.
But does he go down that easily?
Well, he doesn't generally.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tougher than that. But
that's going to be a great fight.
Your takedown defense felt okay for a second. It didn't last very long, though. All right.
Endurance.
Secondly, right, when I get up on the feet, I have to be able to maintain distance and fight where I want to fight. So when you're pursuing me, Ryan, I've got to find a way to back you up. I do that by kicking you. No, don't do that. I do it. Don't do that. Ryan, you get.
Don't force him to defend himself.
Ryan, don't force me.
Let me help you out. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him.
So let's see it.
So I try to do it with kicks, right? So I'll either kick at the leg as you're trying to come forward, or I'll kick at the body to try to get you from coming towards me. When I'm ready for you to get close, then I just kind of let you.
Yeah.
And once I let you, it's like push, and then I let you. Now I can get in close. I can start to use my punches. I can use my takedowns. I can do everything. I can just drive you across here. I can drive you. Okay. I'm not going to take you all the way down.
But how do you train for like the endurance part, the conditioning part of it? Because it's exhausting.
A lot of hard work and just a lot of running. I run a ton.
Yes,
I run
running
a lot.
Is key.
And I just spar and I work and I work. I call myself, you know, you're not supposed to give your own nickname, but I call myself the king of the grind because I love to just grind and grind and grind. That wrestler's work ethic is something that is unmatched in most sports, and I live by that motto.
One more move? You want to do one more move?
I'm always. Is there a proper way to save yourself? Let's see if everything else has failed.
Yeah. So if Ryan and I are going right, he's doing that.
Yeah.
And he just so happens to. I mean, Ryan, look at that.
Can't take your eyes off
trick. It's like I can't stop looking at your leg, so you can punch me.
Yeah, exactly.
But say Ryan hits me, right, and I go down. Now, you remember when you're a kid and your big brother gets on top of you?
Yeah, right.
And you try to get him off of you by
With
just
your
kicking?
legs. Right.
That's what we do.
Right.
Look at that.
Amazing.
I kick Ryan. Look, I kick Ryan off.
Yeah, you can.
As I get space, I just build myself back to my feet, and then I jump on top of him. And I'm going to try to finish him.
Hey, great to see you, man.